Ever find yourself trapped in a room of memories, surrounded by boxes of the past? That's where we find Leo, and maybe a little bit of ourselves too. We all have things we cling to, not just objects, but relationships, jobs, even old versions of ourselves. Why is it so hard to let go? It's not just you, it's our brains. This is a phenomenon called loss aversion, a powerful cognitive bias where the pain of losing something feels twice as strong as the pleasure of gaining something of equal value. Our brains are hardwired to hold on, making letting go feel like an uphill battle against our own nature. But what if we could understand this struggle and find a way through it? Today, we're diving deep into the psychology of letting go, following Leo's journey from a room cluttered with the past to a future filled with possibility. Imagine your brain as an intricate web of threads. Every experience, every memory, every person you've held dear creates a new thread, weaving itself into the tapestry of your mind. When we hold on to something for a long time, these threads become thicker, more tangled, forming strong neural pathways. This is the science of our attachment. It's also where another psychological quirk comes into play: the endowment effect. This is our tendency to place a higher value on things simply because we own them. That old concert ticket. To someone else, it's just paper. To you, it's a priceless gateway to a cherished memory. The same goes for a soured relationship or a dead-end job. We've invested our time, our emotions, our energy. They've become part of our personal collection, and our brain inflates their value, making the thought of discarding them feel like a significant financial and emotional loss. We overvalue what we possess, not because of its objective worth, but because it's ours. This cognitive bias strengthens our resistance to change, tangling us further in the threads of our past and making the simple act of letting go feel monumental. When Leo looks in the mirror, he doesn't just see his reflection. He sees the person he was 5 years ago, the friend he used to be, the partner in a relationship that's long since ended. Each reflection is a version of himself tied to something he's afraid to release. This is the identity crisis of letting go. We often fuse our sense of self with our external circumstances. I am a graphic designer. I am so-and-so's partner. I am the person who loves this hobby. When these things are threatened, or when it's time to move on, it feels like we're not just losing a job or a person. We're losing a piece of who we are. Our identity, which we thought was a solid, singular thing, suddenly feels fractured. The question, "Who am I without this?" can be terrifying. This is because our brains crave consistency. We build a life story, a narrative where we are the main character, and these attachments are key plot points. Letting them go forces us to edit our own story, to tear out pages we thought were essential. It triggers a profound fear that without these defining elements, our identity will crumble, leaving us adrift without a sense of self. It feels like a personal amputation, and it's this fear of losing ourselves that often keeps us clinging to what we know, even if it's hurting us. So why do we stay in situations that no longer serve us? Why does the familiar pain of a bad job feel safer than the possibility of a better one? The answer lies in our primal fear of the unknown. Imagine standing at the edge of a dark, dense forest. This forest represents the future, uncharted, unpredictable, and potentially filled with unseen dangers. Your current situation, no matter how uncomfortable, is a well-lit path. You know every crack in the pavement, every predictable obstacle. Your brain, in its relentless quest for survival, has a strong preference for certainty. It's designed to anticipate threats and conserve energy. The familiar pain of your current reality requires less mental energy to navigate than the uncertain possibilities of the future. This is why we often choose a guaranteed low-level misery over the potential for high-level happiness that comes with a risk. The thought of stepping into that dark forest, into the unknown, triggers our brain's alarm system. It screams danger, uncertainty ahead. This preference for familiar pain over uncertain change is a powerful force that keeps us stuck, convincing us that the devil we know is better than the devil we don't. It's a survival instinct gone awry in our modern world, keeping us in our self-made cages. Leo stands in his cluttered room, the air thick with the dust of yesterday. But then, he does something simple yet profound. He walks to the window and slowly pushes it open. A single beam of light cuts through the gloom, illuminating the dust particles dancing in the air. This is the first step on the path to release. Letting go isn't a single, dramatic event. It's a process, a series of conscious choices. It begins with acceptance. This doesn't mean you have to like what happened or condone it. It means acknowledging reality without resistance. This is what happened. This is where I am now. The next step is emotional release. Give yourself permission to feel the anger, the sadness, the grief. Write it down, talk to a friend, scream into a pillow, whatever it takes to let the emotion move through you instead of getting stuck inside you. Finally, we must reframe the narrative. Instead of seeing letting go as a loss, what if we saw it as making space? You're not losing a part of yourself. You're shedding a skin that no longer fits, allowing a new you to emerge. By accepting the past, processing the pain, and reframing the future, we transform letting go from an act of desperation into an act of empowerment. We begin to see the light. Think back to Leo, standing in his room full of boxers. Now, picture him walking out the door. The room isn't empty, but it's no longer cluttered. He's left the heavy, unnecessary baggage behind. In his hands, he carries a small, light bag containing only what he truly needs for the journey ahead. This is the beautiful aftermath of letting go. It's not about erasing your past. It's about choosing what to carry forward. The memories that shaped you, the lessons you learned, those are the essentials. The pain, the resentment, the attachments that weigh you down, those are the things you can leave behind. Letting go is the ultimate act of self-compassion. It's acknowledging that you deserve a future that is unburdened by the weight of your past. It's the realization that your story isn't over. You're just starting a new chapter. It's about growth, renewal, and the quiet, powerful freedom of a new beginning. Just like Leo, we can all learn to open the window, let the light in, and step forward into a brighter, lighter future. The journey isn't easy, but the freedom on the other side is worth every step. Thank you for watching. If this resonated with you, consider subscribing for more journeys into the mind.